I swear to God, we going up like gas prices on Big Team. Tap in on tap out.
Come on, man. That's where I live at, bro.
All right, keep it whooping.
Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn news. Cuz went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cuz.
What are you talking? We were in LA. You sound like a rapper. We were in LA. Man, shut up.
Cuz was pulling up. Nigga, he was the only nigga coming through the hundreds. He was the only nigga coming through our stars.
So how do you lose your vision? Because I heard it was an internal conflict.
Where I said it at?
No, I heard it from behind the scenes.
It was internal and shit, but I wasn't getting into detail on what I'm saying.
But you crib?
The irony.
Yeah.
No, I'm a blood, bro.
Oh, your blood?
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
Okay.
Shout out to Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood.
That's my family.
Brothers.
Inglewood family was good. You know if I'm in the gang, I'm in the Bloods. I'm a Inglewood family.
What did?
Munchie B, Inglewood family gangsters.
Munchie B, I'm with all of them. I'm subscribed. I'm watching all the niggas up there.
It's morals over money, I repeat 2 times.
Munchie B, what it do?
Yo. It's morals over money. That's all that said. And I'm back in the mayor's office. And to my subscribers, everybody listening, I'm gonna get that clout fiend, Poetic Federal on my intro. The next time you hear me drop some content, he will not be in this intro, believe it. But however, he just dropped some content recently. He been having the internet on fire. Him and his co-conspirator or whatever you wanna, I don't know what to call them dudes. I call one Poetic Federal and the other one Deputy Wack. I mean, I don't know, man. They started a new division, bro, the YouTube police unit. You know what I'm saying? They use whatever. I don't know. But as of lately, it's been it's a gang of mudslinging going on and alleging things. You know what I mean? And I think people got agendas. That's what I believe. I think people got agendas. I think they been having agendas. They playing police games. They playing internet games. And I don't know what grown men do this, right? But, you know, I don't know. Whatever. But now, maybe like a little under a week or a week ago, I was on Clubhouse. It was a Wack 100 stand. You know what I'm saying? Popping it at me and, you know what I'm saying, saying different things and got the bad reaction. He got a bad reaction out of me, you know what I'm saying? It was regarding Draco. And I said, I passed the bottle to the person that killed Draco, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I was just popping my ish, bro. You know what I mean? I've been doing it. It ain't nothing new. It's standing out now because people is running these narratives. Me saying that right there ain't nothing no different than what I've been saying. It's just that old YouTube channel got took down. That music is gone. I've been popping it at this dude. The same way I said I kicked Draco when he was down. That was a figure of speech, bro. But, you know, people go around with what they want to run with. Hey, I don't care. However, shout out SBGB TV, DZ. I'm scrolling, and something was brought to my attention. Because you got to think, I don't click on nothing that got Winnie 100 name in it, Wack 304 name in it. So, you know what I mean? I'm subscribed to SBGB TV, and I'm like, okay, he pointed something out to me. And, all right, let's go.
No, somebody that's not in the street, Wack can't do nothing with him, you know, because you think different. When you're in the streets, you're trying to live by a code to be respected so that everybody looks at you a certain way. And you got somebody that's not living like that, you know, playing that game. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all.
Why hasn't anyone been arrested for Draco's murder? Why do you think that is? No arrests.
Shit.
Happened in a public venue.
You gotta ask Munchie B. He always point out people that had something to do with it or was there. I think he the only one assisting them. Maybe he ain't a reliable, credible source.
Pause.
He's the only one I see.
Maybe he's not a reliable, credible source. Now, look at his verbiage. Credible source. You supposed to be CS2 back. Credible source 2 with the alias back. Why would I be a credible source? I don't make for a good witness. All right, keep going.
Seen on the internet naming people that was there and naming this and naming that, but I mean it was on video. We all seen the video. It looks like it was a rumble. You know, I missed it by like 15 minutes. We was actually waiting on Draco to make sure he got in and out right, but shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team a whole hour, they was with it. And like, bro, we don't think he gonna show up. Let's roll. I called his little brother and then was there early, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And, you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call.
All right, pause. All right, I want y'all to remember right there. His little brother was there early. He said Ralphie was there early at 5 o'clock. This what Wack 304 say. You just gotta look at the consistencies. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, Ralphie was there at 5 o'clock. All right, keep going.
So you mean to tell me that if he wasn't late, there's a reasonable chance he would have lived?
Great, we was 100 deep.
Yeah.
It was 100 deep, and we had people with us, a large amount of people with us that knew people from whatever he was involved in. So I think between the politics and, you know, and it being, you know, the numbers, you know, I think the problem would have been diffused at that time. 90% sure it would have been.
That's sad, man.
It might have.
And something that we heard at the beginning, and this was 6 months ago, that Wack mentioned Munchie B. So Wack has been planning for some time now to use Munchie B as the scapegoat for this to come out the way that they're rolling this out. This was already planned out.
Been some head up squabbles. You know what I'm saying? We was already prepared for that to happen, but it wouldn't have just been what that was like that. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that ultimately this will be a cold case forever?
I don't know, because all I know is what I saw on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Not much.
All I know is what I saw. I saw the little fight, and I saw a few people get knocked out. I saw a few people squabbling. You know, I can't say that's when he got stabbed. I don't know if it happened there. When they turned I don't know when it happened. The only one that spoke on people being there is Munchie B, the peanut butter man. So
right,
at
pause.
this point in time, he
Hey, so keep in mind, he was on Vlad 6 months ago talking about I dropped some names. Now, can anybody find anything on the internet, anywhere, where I spoke on this event and said any names? The only time this ever came up regarding me is when I said Game was on stage and Game homies whooped Wack ass. That's it. That's what you mad about, because I brung up shit people ain't heard of, that the Game homies whooped you out. You and Cuban Rob. They said Cuban Rob was on all fours trying to get away, and a 16-year-old at the time, he's an adult now, from Game community, it sligged you. I can even go further in detail, bro. Only time this ever been brung up. That's what you mad at? Because you can't even create AI where I mention anybody name at this venue, bro. You're lying. All right, keep going.
I'm pretty sure the police that went and talked to him about it. It's probably why he keep getting ORs and not bails, because he's the only one identifying people. Such and such was there, this hood was there, these people was there. So I don't know, but I will tell you this. It's a lot of people involved. And usually when you have that many people involved, somebody's pillow talking, somebody gets in trouble, right? One point or another, or tell somebody something. Do I believe they have leads? We know they got leads because Munchie B done said some names. But
You hear what he said? He knows that they have leads because Munchie B says some names. That is the scapegoat because he knows the details. Munchie B was the whole scapegoat for this. You know, the feds want to close that case. LAPD want to close that case. They want to. You know, you got Wack out there acting like it's all for Munchie B, but he got a big hand in this.
I believe they have other leads from people that might have been there. I definitely believe that. It could have been some people on Draco's side, that maybe said they recognized some people, or some people on the other side who got caught up in the situation. So,
all right, Paul.
It's a high-profile case. I do know some.
If you go look at Poetic federal content he dropped yesterday, he said that the detectives talked to Draco peoples and they corroborating stories. That's what Flacco said. I don't know. He said something about a boy named K7 or something. I don't know. But, all right, keep going.
It's a lawsuit going on. But I do believe that they're still working it. And in these type of situations, you never know. You never know. But the probability of an arrest with Munchie B screaming people names and directing the police, go talk to that. That's what he's saying. Go talk to that dude. He was there. They got some statements. What they gonna do with it, I don't know. Rest in peace, Draco. He was cool with me. I know we had things going on, with people, but he always gave me respect. He did 2-3 songs with me and my artists, so I can't do nothing but respect the man and salute him.
You hear what he said, right? He said they got statements already. How do you know that they have statements already? What gives you the information? Who gives you the information that they already have statements already? But this was him planning from then to use Munchie B as the scapegoat. I don't think any person that's in the streets actively or gangbanging, have a shot going at Wack because he's going to use everything against you. Everything. And I also don't think nothing is going to happen to Wack because he's too effective solving these crimes for the police. Yeah. We can do is alert the people, most definitely, and whoever want to deal with the bull, we're going to be talking about you next because you're going to get indicted as well. But I think he's too effective for the feds, man. He's very effective, because gang members are easily manipulated. So
all right,
by
pause.
me seeing this,
shout out SBGBTV. That's Daisy, man. That's a wrap with that, right? Now, what I believe, bro, this is a Wack 100 play, but he got he got Poetic Flacco running the play. He I don't know how it went from Flacco being terrified of this man, talking about he gonna call the police on him because he heard Wack wanted to unalive him, to they just Bonnie and Donnie, they just rocking out. I don't understand, but they most definitely is running the play. The play been in effect. I believe I said something stupid on Clubhouse, and they took the perfect time to capitalize off what I said. Flacco put his post out talking about what he gonna do, and it lit the internet on fire. Period. You know what I'm saying? He been trying to put the snitch narrative on me. I mean, whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't know, bro. That's what he do. He run plays, bro. You got Loose Cannon brother talking. Yeah, they never orchestrated for Loose Cannon brother to say Loose Cannon put the no jumper beating on his brother, his twin brother, and they was about to take him to jail. I can't see that happening. If Wack 100 is suspect number 4 in that case, why they haven't came and talked to you, not even interviewed you? I don't understand. You just lie too much, bro. You just lie too much. And not to mention, you on the internet saying you helped the person that unalived Del Dog from Main Street tuck up, like duck off. You on the internet saying that. You on the internet saying that you supplied the Rolling 60s with guns. This is what Wack 100 said, bro. You done said on the internet that you will put the press down and Big U will come save the day. And from that point on, Big U will have that celebrity in his pocket. Because, hey, I owe you one. You said this, bro. That's a form of extortion. Why you not involved with the Rolling 60 indictment? You said all this, bro, on the internet. Come on, bro. I can't make this up. Anything I'm saying right now is on the internet, and you can go find it. But these dudes is liars. You know what I'm saying? But he called into academics and lied to him about some correspondence with me and Poetic Flacco. And play it.
Never met this dude. I never seen this dude in my life. He screams my name, but as you see,
when is
this
he
is
getting
why
arrested,
I tell the
man?
kids. This is why I tell the kids don't gangbang, bro. This shit is all fake. It's cat, bro. I be listen, you seeing this shit. This is bro.
Blah, blah, blah.
Bro, this shit's diabolical.
Diabolical.
Yeah, no, that's kind of extreme. Is he gonna get arrested or is it YG?
Man, listen, Tremont, I don't know nothing about YG having anything to do with nothing. This dude keeps screaming people's name, but him and Flacco was real close, and Flacco now is about to release some content exposing everybody who had involvement in it. And a lot of this shit is going to be predicated and based on Flacco's investigation. And I think Flacco is dealing with a detective that's LAPD. And I know Munchie B done told him a bunch of shit over the years. So, as you see, Munchie B ain't got a problem telling motherfuckers, the dude that killed Draco, I know him. I talk to him. I give him liquor. We drink together. Then he says he turns in information for...
Okay, now listen. What do I look like talking any gang activity if it ain't regarding myself? You interviewing me and asking me questions about my life. What do I look like telling Flacco anything regarding gangs? What would be the reason? What would be the reason, bro? I'm perplexed. Oh my God, this dude is crazy. Yeah, hold on. What else did he say right there? No, this is why I tell you don't gangbang. No, No, don't gangbang because people like Wack will mislead you. He will mislead you and think you signing up for something, and that's not what it is. Because what ex-gang member, I don't care if you're not in the life no more or not, will be associated with somebody that's trying to aid in the investigation and is in contact with a detective. Oh, your Flacco got this, and you pumping it, you pushing it like a new album. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But yeah, I told Flock, man, you crazy as hell, man. All right, let's move on to Poetic Federal, because what Poetic Federal about to say is something like what this weirdo just said. All right, keep going. Go ahead.
But I'm confused as to why Munchie B is going this hard because I'm in gang members' business. When Munchie B has kept me in gang members' business for as long as I known him. Somebody go ask Munchie B how me, a civilian from North Dakota, knows who shot and killed Rosemo in Inglewood. Go ask him. Just so the streets don't think I'm bluffing, I'm going to give the streets a hint of something right now that only the streets would know that I know. That's the hint. Now, I would never reveal this information, but if Munchie B have kept me in the streets business for a long time, why is he all of a sudden mad that I'm doing street content? Is it?
See what I mean? And that's why the validity of that bullshit video you put out is the average. You lose all credibility. Come on, bro. And then you playing with the homie rest in peace name. I don't even know who killed Rosemo, dumbass. I don't think the people from his hood know. What are you talking about? I know Bosco didn't do it. When they try to throw Rosemo whooping on Bosco will play with the idea of it. Bosco clearly didn't do it. Bosco didn't do it. But I can say this. Bosco not the only one Rosemo whooped on. He knocked out the game at the Fox Hills Mall. It was on the internet and they wiped it off the internet. Rosemo knocked him out. He went to bed in front of his son. But see, like Rosemo was on a roll. I don't know what. I told you why you muted right there. You see, people playing games and you playing games with the homies, bro. Like the homie Rosemo is resting and you playing games. You playing games, bro. But this shit crazy. All right, next.
Never did is long live the ruler forever. But I'm glad you said that because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Draco the ruler that he passes the bottle to every day. And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths.
See, that's what I'm saying. All the credibility is what Cribs did I call and apologize to? Why would I do that? What would be the reason? Saying too much. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. Our credibility is shot. Our credibility is shot. But see, look, like I said earlier, remember Wack said we was there early. We was waiting on Draco. We was there with his brother, like around 5 o'clock. His brother Ralphie. All right, next video.
Before getting to the festival. So Draco and his security guard met up at his home in the hills. Draco and his security guard left his house in the hills and drove over to the awful lot of Call Sarah parking lot to link up with Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, and others to then drive over to the festival. Before they started driving over to the festival, Draco had a conversation with everybody he was with. He told everybody, get rid of whatever you guys have on you. Get rid of any guns, anything illegal you guys have on you. Get rid of it right now. Draco.
See what I mean? I thought Ralphie was already there. Like, that's what I'm saying. People is making content and y'all playing with people livelihoods, bro. Y'all playing with people's freedom, and y'all playing with people that's resting it. Like, come on, bro. I hope you don't think you doing this family no justice with this BS because you making a mockery of shit, bro. You playing games. You playing a content game with somebody that's dead. Yo, Daddy Wack just said he was there with the brother. How many brothers he got? He was there with the brother. Everybody know Ralphie was there early. Ralphie's on interviews saying he was there early. What are we talking about? Hey, man, people got to stop with this BS, man. Hey, bro. And I think, man, I just got to get me a good civil lawyer. I'm going to just start suing niggas, bro, because, like, cause I can't get gangster with nobody. You feel me? Because I see the games people play. Hey, Wack supposed to be from Peru. Ain't nobody about that. How could I win with Wack, bro? How? Help me out in the comments. How could I win with Wack 100, bro? If he got the police on his side. The police, other than LGBT, they the deepest gang in America, bro. How could I beat Wack? I gotta sue him. Cause he said a lot of defamatory things. I gotta sue him, bro. That's it. Alright. Speaking of suing, Draco family, they got a wrongful death suit out on Live Nation, bro. And you got people coming out with content like what Flacco dropped that weakened their case. All right, next clip.
When Draco, his security guard, Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, when they got to the festival, they went to the security entrance for the artist. When they got to the security entrance for the artist, the security guard said, "What's up, blood?" And they told Draco the Ruler they can't go through that entrance, even though Draco the Ruler was performing and he was an artist. And he's like, what?
So now he's saying that the security for Live Nation was Bloods. The security for Live Nation was Bloods. You see what I mean? Look, the Caldwells may not get paid at all from Live Nation, bro. Because you want to play games on the internet. This is all a play, bro. Listen. If I got to, I'll go grab it. That's on my daughters, bro. Wack is on No Jumper. On one of them days, Ralphie is there. He come in, walk in. He sit down with the rest of the cast. They chopping about whatever they chopping about. And he tell Ralphie, that lawyer handled that. So what? Ralphie and them family using a lawyer through Wack? Come on, bro. Because if they is, we could tell. We could see if you used this lawyer in the past and they using it now. Because I heard you said on No Jumper. If I got to take the time to go find it, I could. All this is a play because you team them. You don't feel me. You don't like YG, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. People, you playing games and you running the play through Flacco, bro. And it's not straight, bro. People, y'all playing too many games on this internet. That bullshit video have no credibility. The shit is shot. Bro. Like, come on, man. Let me see. 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, look, bro. All right, man, look. Now, Flacco, he trying to play victim, right? He trying to play victim. And he saying, I'm trying to get on fire from No Jumper, all this little ish or whatever. But whatever. All right, next clip.
My coworker Munchie B has been trying to get me fired from No Jumper for a while now, which is odd because I'm the only reason he's on the channel. But I have a video later this week where we dive more into Munchie B. But let's just talk about what's going on, okay, today. So I seen a video on the No Jumper Clips channel where Munchie B is essentially trying to convince Adam like publicly. He's already been trying to do it in a group chat. But he's now trying to convince Adam publicly that doing business with me is a bad idea. And I just thought this whole situation is hilarious and funny. They were on a No Jumper show react.
Okay, listen. I just told the truth. This little fiasco you putting on right now is the exact reason why people don't want to sit on that No Jumper and get an interview. They don't. It's the whack BS and shit like this that Flacco is pulling right now. So what street rapper want to come sit down at No Jumper following this circus? I'll wait. I mean, what are we talking about? And what I said in that bullshit ass group text before I exited, because there's no reason for me to be in a group text with Flacco, because you're on bullshit and I can't. What I look like sitting in there texting back and forth with you, and nah, fuck no. Listen, what I said was, why is Flacco even in here? He haven't been to work since last year. The only day he came is when the bitch cried on Tuesday. He don't live in California no more, and plus he got a show with T-Rail. Don't you think he compromised Adam? Verbatim, that's what I said. He do a remote show with T-Rail now. Trail from back on Fig. They do a remote show. The man's in Texas. He's not even out here. Why is he in this No Jumper group text? That's what I said. And then he further goes into why I'm trying to speak bad on him. He the only reason why I'm on No Jumper. And all right, go ahead. Next clip.
Munchie B has been dissing me for the last couple months, maybe 5 or 6 months, but he crossed the line with this and the other things he said that I'm probably going to review in another video. He told just some bold-faced lies on me, even tried to allude that I'm on the registry, which is not true at all, right? Like, absolutely not true, right? Like, you know, like try to allude that I'm a felon. It's not true at all. But the sad part about this is I was the one who vouched for Munchie B. When I first got to L.A., I knew of Munchie B. I was a fan of Munchie B. And I wanted to bring Munchie B for a No Jumper interview. Everybody says no. We're loyal to Draco. Munchie B is unhinged. He's problematic. We don't want him in the building at all. I kept pushing. It took 1.5 years of me pushing every day to bring Munchie B to No Jumper for an interview. After the interview, I pushed for Munchie B and Spider Loc to have a show, even saying, yo, I'll do the show with them if they can get a show. Adam said, like, we don't really want him in the building right now because, you know, we have other people who love Draco, other people who are associated with and with Draco. We like him being live is a liability. We just don't want those problems right now. I say, yo, I would do the show on Melrose. I would do the show on Melrose. I would pay for the engineer, for everything to do the show just because I want Munchie B to get an opportunity. Ultimately, I was able to convince Adam to let Munchie B, Spider Loc, and me do the show. The show got canceled, even though the numbers were great, due to politics and other people in the building not feeling comfortable with Munchie B being there. What happened was, after the show got canceled, I still kept pushing. I brought Munchie B on the news the first time. Listen, I left for like 4 months, came back, and the first chance I get to produce a show, I brought Munchie B on. After Munchie B was live on the news, Adam came and said, man, listen, man, the building, people are complaining about Munchie B being on the news. I like Munchie B. I want him here, but I got to go with the people already here. It took me politicking, pushing, even making enemies with certain people who didn't like what I was doing for Munchie B. And until I fought for Munchie B to come back on the news a couple times, and then Munchie B was on the Tuesday show. So the fact that this is a guy who I worked this hard to show support and give opportunities to, the fact that this is the man who's now pushing for Adam to take me off the platform and to distance himself from me, it's snakish, right? It's not cool. It's nasty stuff. But, you know, what did I expect, right? From a gang member.
All right, pause.
Right? Like, you can't expect.
All right, look. That's that for that clip. Listen. He told no lies. He told no lies, right? Okay. Now, people feeling uncomfortable in the building. Wack don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Wack don't like Spider. So what Wack tried to do, he tried to put the little fear, install fear. On Paru, they come up here on Paru. Y'all, they better not be live, bro. So that's when Flocko was like, man, we'll do it on Melrose. True enough. However, we still end up in the building, right? Now, when he say people not comfortable, Brick Baby wasn't sure if I was gonna come with an entourage of Inglewood families or, you know what I'm saying? And Flocko even told me it was a particular name that he was worried about. Right? So, that was Brick Baby issue. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Then it was the almighty suspect thing. My little homie Frosty fell out with almighty suspect. I guess it's not repairable. So he not trusting it. Like, hey, he might pop up with Frosty. So it was a couple of, you know what I'm saying? And I think Sharp might have been just, you know what I'm saying, cause what you call it, his boy, Brick Baby, you know what I'm saying? So the whole building was on that type time, right? But keep in mind, you forgetting, bro, I never asked to be at no jumper ever. You sought out me. You recruited me. I never asked for that. You wanted to interview me? Adam said no. It's too fresh. He be disrespecting Draco. You still want to interview me? You said I'm gonna do it anyway, and you did it at your own spot. After that, you kept pushing. Even Rockstar went up to No Jumper, and when he did content with Adam, he asked, "Hey man, why you don't interview Mushy?" And he gave him the reason. The clip out there somewhere, like, man, you know, he did a lot of disrespect. You know, it's kind of However, I ended up on No Jumper based on Flocko. But keep in mind, Flocko, you was pushing for me. I never, hey, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't. Now, you right. I've been on you for the last, I don't know how many months because you're bullshit. Like I say, you keep covering gang shit and you don't know nothing about nothing, bro. You targeting people you know nothing about. You didn't grow up around it, so why you talking about it? You can't report on nothing you don't know nothing about. You say mothers don't deserve nothing because they sons is gang bangers and all. My mom don't have nothing to do with the decisions I made. Or I could say the same thing about your mom because your brother is a pedophile. That's the whole reason why I made the last video. You a liar. I never said you was a rapist. I said your brother was. You target the people around me, I'm gonna target the people around you. You got a relative that's a whole stepper from Pennsylvania that's rest in peace. Bankroll Gambino, a whole brother that's a stepper for real, was in the streets and did music, was a rising star and well known and beloved out there, and you don't cover him or try to track down his killer. You got your own business to tend to, my guy, for sure. Why you don't do content on Bankroll Gambino? Or maybe I should start. Man, stop playing, bro. And you and this Wack shit getting on my nerves, bro. Don't act like you just wasn't on the phone with me, last year, and I was bringing up Wack and you was typing on the phone and pulled up 6878 Beck. He's evicted. He's evicted. That's where I got it from. I got it from you, dummy. Shit crazy. But, man, look. Rest in peace to Bankroll Gambino. Flocko's first cousin or some shit. All right, go ahead.
That's Ezra Wade dancing in a ring of fire. His rap name is Bankroll Gambino, and this was behind the scenes of his last music video before he died. Philadelphia police say shooters killed the 21-year-old 24 hours after the shoot in a Southwest Philly neighborhood. Bankroll's manager and producer are in disbelief.
Everyone that was in the city that's doing something majorly reached out and gave their condolences on Instagram or text.
Today, homicide detectives learned the shooters targeted the West African-born rapper twice Sunday. Police say someone shot at his car at 4 a.m. Then 2 gunmen killed Bankroll and hurt 5 others during a social media video shoot before 8:30 last night.
It was just full of chaos. Just so sad that you have to see this going on.
Hopefully we'll get someone to step forward because these are the type of incidents where we do worry about retaliation.
This morning, Philly Police Commissioner Richard Ross called the shooting a sad commentary we've seen time and time again. Bankroll Gambino's not the first Philly rapper to lose his life before his career started.
Evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Jessica Cartalia. We begin with the latest in the murder of a Philadelphia rapper. Disturbing details are emerging in the homicide case.
Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands joins us from police headquarters with the new information. Shantae?
Yuki and Jessica, that rapper's name is Bankroll Gambino. He was 21 years old, and tonight detectives are working around the clock to try to find his killer. To many, 21-year-old rapper Bankroll Gambino was on the rise. But to his family in Southwest Philadelphia, he was just as Rawia.
He loved music, and that's what he was doing. When he was little, he used to sing in the church.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with his grandma, he used to sing in the church choir.
Weah moved to Philadelphia from Liberia when he was 5 months old. Police say he was standing with a group of about 10 men outside of a home on the 2600 block of Carroll Street last night. They were about to start filming a promotion video for Bankroll Gambino's music video when gunshots rang out. In all, 6 people were hit. 1 remains in critical condition. Weah was shot in his head and killed.
I just can't understand. We cannot understand it. Why, what happened, why they had to shoot. Who did it? We have no clue. We have no idea who did it.
All questions we asked Philadelphia PD's homicide captain at a press conference. He says Weah may have been targeted because he was shot at while in a vehicle in the morning on the same day he was killed.
Homicide investigators located the decedent's vehicle parked in the rear of his residence. The vehicle has 3 penetrating bullet holes.
Police say Weah had a loaded gun on him when he was killed. We checked court records and found he had 4 prior arrests. Weah's manager is determined to keep his name alive.
His music is going to live on forever. I want people to remember his name, Bankroll Gambino. I want them to remember Bankroll Gambino.
Ezra Weah, a.k.a. Bankroll Gambino.
All right. Bankroll Gambino. If y'all can, go tap into his music. Bankroll Gambino. He passed in 2019 at the age of 21. I'm unsure, but from what it seems like, his unaliving is unsolved. It's still an open case. My thing is, why Flacco not investigating this? Why is you worried about other things, and why are you trying to incriminate people, and why are you being insensitive to the deceased because you want to make content? That's what I want to know. But you're not worried about your cousin that came from Liberia at 5 months years old, just like you. You heard his come on, bro. Them parents that was on the news clip, those your aunties, bro. Why aren't you not worried about that? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. You need to man, and kill a crap, bro. Kill a crap, bro. You and Wack is on BS, bro. Now, look, what I don't want to do is play the police games. Like, whatever message you sent to me, 17711, do them numbers mean anything to you? Think about that nice and hard all day. Bro, you can't spook me. I don't give a... Whatever, bro. Do what you do, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. Y'all took advantage of me saying some bullshit on Clubhouse. Y'all followed up and used it as a rollout to do whatever y'all been want to do. The man been bringing up me and Draco and this Once Upon a Time shit since 6 months ago with Vlad. Not even know. Shout out SBGBTV. I wouldn't even know. I'm like, oh, he been plotting. You was weird, bro. The only thing I said about that festival is you got your ass beat, bro. Period. You and your boy Cuban Rob. And you had him get on No Jumper and lie for you. What are you talking about? Man. Anyways, bro. Because, hey, they want to see me locked up. Hey, look. My Cash App is Morals Over Money TV. Everybody go donate, bro, because I might need to get bailed out. Morals Over Money TV, that's my Cash App. Everybody go donate to me and the platform because they playing dirty, bro. I don't know what's going on Inglewood. I don't know. For real. But, yeah, like I said, long live Bankroll Gambino, and everybody go stream his music. You know what I'm saying? I haven't checked it out yet, but I will. I'm going to support him since his cousin don't. Off the rip. And another thing. Me saying what I said is not ain't not the ordinary. If Wack died next week, I'm going to be talking crazy about him next month. I don't care. Only thing off limits with me is kids. If it's up when you alive, it's fuck you when you die. That's just how I am. Don't group nobody else in with me. Don't group a baby Pookie or a Whoopty Whoop, a rapper. That's how I feel. I ain't got no features ever dissing Draco. It's been me on the song by myself. That's it. However, I want everybody to like, hype, subscribe, bro. Hit the notification bell. Be aware any and every time I drop something. And I want everybody to stay dangerous, stay alive, stay woke. And he's going to be on my intro the next time y'all hear some content. I'm getting this Poetic federal boy on my intro / outro. And I'm out of here. B-Team.
I swear to God, we going up like gas prices on B-Team. Tap in on tap out.
Come on, man. That's where I live at, bro.
All right, keep it whooping.
Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn news. Cuz went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cuz.
What are you talking? We were in LA. You sound like a rapper. We were in LA. Man, shut up.
Cuz was pulling up. Nigga, he was the only nigga coming through the hundreds. He was the only nigga coming through our stars.
So how you lose your vision? Because I heard it was an internal conflict.
Bro, I said it.
No, I heard it from behind the scenes.
It was internal and shit, but I wasn't getting into detail on what I'm saying.
But you crib
the irony.
Yeah. No, I'm a blood, bro.
Oh, you blood?
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
Okay. Shout out to Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood.
That's my family.
Brothers.
Inglewood family was good. You know if I'm in the gang, I'm in the Bloods. I'm a Inglewood family.
Munchie B, Inglewood family gangsters.
Munchie B, I'm with all of them. I'm subscribed. I'm watching all them niggas up there.
It's Morals Over Money, RP 2 times.
Munchie B, what it do?